Hello my lovely people and welcome back to my channel. My name is Daisy and today we are actually going to create another tutorial from the collection that Wet n Wild I think recently released. These 4 quads that I have, and we already created a look with the Fit for a Queen one, and today I'm actually going to create mythical creatures, which is this one right here. And I already did my eyebrows off camera. So I'm going to put on a primer on my eyelids because I'm super oily. And I'm actually going to use this Painterly Pop from MAC. And this one is in laying low. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of this and put it all over my eyelid. And then I'm going to set that because you always have to set any primer you put on your eyelid or else the whole purpose of it gets lost. So I'm actually going to use my Rimmel Stay Matte powder. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab this and set it all over my eyelids. Both of them. Just kind of press into it. Press the product into all over my eyelids. And I like to put a little bit on my brows. I feel like it actually helps for me. Prolong my eyebrows and kind of set them as well. So it's just a little trick I do with this palette, Morphe M504, and I'm gonna go into the transition shade up here. So pick some on my brush, and then I'm gonna buff it all over my crease. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to take it and try to get scooted a little closer and kind of buff it everywhere. And I am going to take it up as high, close to my brow bone. And I'm just going to buff everything because we're going to want it to look very blown out and nice. So when we blend the other shades, obviously we want everything to have a beautiful transition and not look too harsh. So just going to keep blending that. And I'm gonna pack it. I usually go in. I always go in. I usually always go in about 3 to 4 times, honestly. And that's what I look in an eyeshadow. It's not, oh, is it pigmented? Is it gonna be enough to just go in one time? I like to build it up. I want a shadow that's able to build up because you're obviously not gonna just use one eyeshadow and be done. You're gonna pack other eyeshadows on top, even if you only go into that color one time. So if it does not play well with other shadows, it's no good, you know. So I'm gonna keep taking some more and go on to my other one, and I'm just gonna blend that out again and buff it. I did notice that these are a little powdery, or there's a lot of kickback to it. Let's say that. There's a lot of kickback, but I actually don't mind. And it gets the job done, and it looks so pretty, so who cares? I'm just going to keep buffing that, bringing it as close, as high as I want it to. So it should look something like this. It's kind of, you see most of it there, isn't that much on my eyelid. I'm going to go in with this Morphe brush. This one is a little more, it's not as fluffy, and it's a little more packed and dense, as you see on the side. And we're going to go in with the blue shade. I'm going to go with this shade. I'm a little nervous because I haven't done this look before, so I have an idea in mind, so I'm hoping it comes out as I want it to. So I'm going to go in with this one, and I'm going to go into this crease color that's like a blue shimmery color. So we're going to use this, and we're going to get close. We're going to go close to the crease, but we're not going to buff it that high like we did with the transition shade. So we're going to take it right in the middle. Oh, Jesus. We're going to take it right. Okay, maybe I should dust them off. Okay, we're going to take it right to the crease, right there. And we're just going to go back and forth. And we're gonna keep it as low as possible on the eyelid, not go high up to the crease. So we're just gonna go and buff that out. Just keep buffing it so we get most of the pigmentation. So we're just gonna keep buffing it, and it should look like that. So you keep it, so when you look up, you don't see it that much unless you look down, because we're actually gonna do a little bit of a soft cut crease. So we're just gonna keep buffing it, but keeping it low. And I know this looks crazy right now, but I promise you, hopefully it'll turn out how I'm picturing it in my head. So I'm gonna go in with the same shade. I'm gonna get some more, and I'm gonna go on to the other eye. So same thing, getting in, just focusing it on the, right on the fold of your eye. So right on the crease. And we're just gonna keep blending, so just going back and forth, like that. Alright, so with what you have on your brush, which may look a lot, but when you actually swatch it, not that much comes on, you see? It's just a little bit. So with what you have left on your brush, so you can even, if you want, if you're like nervous to go crazy, because the step is very important that you don't overly blend, because then you can look like a raccoon. So if you're a little nervous that your brush might have too much, go on the back of your hand and just, you know, take off product, because all you needed is you're gonna take the brush. As we were packing it, we had it flat on like this, and we were packing. Now we're gonna turn it so it's upward, and we're gonna blend a little bit of that blue into the crease, so it's just kind of a beautiful transition, but we're not gonna go too high or too crazy so we don't look like a raccoon, you know? So we're just gonna go up very so slightly, as I said, with the brush upward, and we're just gonna blend it a little bit, just so we can see that transition shade kind of blend, well, the blue, so we can see the blue blend into the transition shade. So just go back and forth ever so slightly, lightly, and go light. Don't put too much pressure on this, because if you put too much pressure, then you actually might move a lot of the pigment, a lot of the shadow way too high. Right. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna go in with some concealer. So I'm gonna actually take my ColourPop No Filter concealer. I use this Wet n Wild brush. I'm gonna take some of that concealer in the back of my hand, and I'm gonna grab a little bit with the brush, just a tiny bit, and we're gonna carve out our eyelid so we can go in with the purple shade, and that's just gonna help pop out the purple shade and intensify everything. So we're just gonna go in, and I'm first gonna put a little dot in the center, and then look up, and then you see how it copied it up here, and that's basically where my crease is. So because I have hooded eyelids, I'm actually gonna erase that a little bit and buff out a little more of that blue up high, because I don't want my blue to get lost when I go in with my purple. So I'm just gonna buff that up a little higher, because like I said, I have hooded eyelids, so you know, this trick helps a lot, so you can see where that crease is and it doesn't disappear once you put on the eyeshadow all over your eyelid. go back in with our original brush, the Morphe M504, and just blend out a little bit of the transition with the blue. Just blend that out just a little bit, not too much. Just like that. And now we're going to go in with the concealer again. And I'm going to start actually just going in and carving out my eyelid. Because I don't want my concealer to dry out. So I'm just going to carve out all of my eyelid. So I really want that eyelid to be nice and clean. As you can see, I'm carving all of it, even the outer corner. Whatever it is that it's my lower eyelid, well, whatever is my actual eyelid, I'm trying to clean that up as much as I can. And yes, there's a lot of fallout, but we're going to go in with the wipey. I always recommend, like I said, to do this look before you do your whole face, or else it's not going to come out. So I'm just going back with a little more concealer to finish off my other eye as well. Same thing, I'm just going to carve it out to the best of my ability. I'm not great at cut creases or any of this stuff, so I'm just trying to do what I can. So just take your time with this, because just take your time with this. Don't rush, don't get impatient. It's a learning process and it's okay. I haven't quite mastered it myself. And you can see it's not quite perfect, but it's okay. We're going to put a little bit of glitter glue. This is from e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. glitter glue. I really love this one. It's super cheap. And then we're going to go in with the star of the show, which is a purple shade. So again, I'm just going to take a little bit of this. Take like a pea size of the glitter glue, and I'm going to put it in the back of my hand so I can help myself see how much I'm going to apply on my actual eyelid. So I'll go ahead and apply this all over on top of the concealer. So I'm actually just going to take my finger, because the next best thing is your finger. Eyelid. Oh yeah, so much better. So it should look something like that. And you can pack as much as you want to get it to the density, or to get it to the intensity that you like or you desire. I'm just going to pack it on. I'm kind of, with my finger, blending it a little bit into the blue crease, so it doesn't look too harsh. And as you see that purple, you see that blue crease, but it's barely there. It looks like kind of like a very light line, and then you have your crease, but it kind of looks like it fades, and it looks so well blended, and that's what you want. You don't want it to be too crazy or too blown out, you know? I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. I'm actually gonna go back in with the brush that has a little bit of the blue, just a little bit. I'm just gonna slightly, ever so slightly, just kind of go over it just like one more time. In case any of the shadow got lost, I'm just gonna go over it ever so slightly, just like that. And then I'm gonna go back in with the fluffy brush beginning and kind of just blend all that again, the transition shade with the blue, just slightly like that. And now we're gonna finally go in with the wipey, and we're gonna clean up the mess. And I'm gonna do the rest of my face so we can just come back and finish the lower lash, and we can see fully the complete lid look. Alright you guys, so we're back, and I already did my full face. I honestly just need my lower lash line and then my mascara, and we are done. And I did use the same bronzer as I did last time from the same collection from Wet n Wild. It's the You're Dragging Me Down. It looks like that, and I hope you guys can kind of see. So we're gonna go back in with, to finish off our look, we're gonna go back in with the creased shade, and we're gonna go in a pencil brush like this. And this is the Morphe M431. Take a little bit of the transition shade, and we're gonna buff it up all over the lower lash. So I'm gonna go ahead and look up, so hopefully you guys can see. A lot of product on the brush, and I'm gonna try wetting my brush. Fix Plus by MAC. So it looks like this. So let me go over here. So I start from the inner corner and drag it out almost to the end, but not fully. I'm gonna have to go in a couple times. So it should look something like that. And I am gonna wet my brush again. Now I'm gonna go in with the other. I'm gonna go into the other eye. Alright, so it should look something like this. And now I'm actually gonna go in with the original pencil brush. I'm actually gonna go straight like that to get it in that, to get it at the tip, because that's where we want the pigment. Put it so down on the brush, what's gonna happen is it's gonna drag it way too low, and it might look kind of sloppy. So we want to get it with the tip as much as you can, and we're gonna start this and actually just drag it in the outer corner of your lower lash. And drag it like that. You're gonna kind of connect it, but not really. And that's it. You're actually just gonna focus it literally like a third of your lower lash of your outer corner into the other eye. So kind of just meeting that purple shade and blending just a little bit so you don't know where that purple shade ends and where the blue begins. Because we want everything to be as blended and buffed out as we can. Or as blended. Not always buffed out, but as blended. And then we're going to go back in with the first brush we took in our transition shade. And I'm just going to grab a little bit of that, of the transition shade. And I'm going to pinch the brush like this. So it looks like that. I'm going to pinch it to blend out both of them. And I'm actually going to use it, and I'm doing it a little bit lower than where the actual colors are, so in case the colors went a little too low, it'll be blended out and it won't look too messy. Alright, well, after this, I'm actually going to take this brush, and it's almost like the first brush I took, but this one's a little bit wider. And this is from Studio Gear, and it's in the number 25. And now we're going to dig into the brow bone, because I totally forgot about the brow bone. So I'm going to dig into this one, and I'm going to apply that in my brow bone and inner corner. So this is how the eye look should look like. I'm just gonna go ahead and do my lashes, put some mascara on, and I should be right back. Okay, so I am back, and this concludes the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed creating this eye look with me. I really did. I did not know what I was gonna do with this quad. I did not know what I was gonna do with this quad. I did have a look in mind, and I knew that the purple was gonna be the star of the show, and I do highly recommend this palette. Okay, I do really like it. If you guys enjoyed it, comment below, subscribe if you would like to join, and I'll catch you guys in my next tutorial. Hasta la vista, my beautiful people. Okay, bye. You don't want it to be. Did my hoop just fall off?